Hello, peeps. It's your girl Ozie Ejiofor. If you look at the topic, Ndimi, Informants. In the course of my career, I've been on the radio for 13 years and counting. And I've been on active investigation for 6 years out of the 13. Then situation reporting. I'll give you a background to why I am doing this topic. When I was very tiny, living in Jos with my mom, we had two Ejimbes, Ejimbe Senior and Ejimbe Junior. The senior was the Ezigbo of Jos. I don't know the rivalry between the senior Ejimbe and the junior Ejimbe, but all I knew as at the time was that they are rivals. I don't know, for some reason. Maybe because of the chieftaincy title of Ezendibo. And they never used to gel to the best of my ability. But we all do the Igbo meetings. My parents then do the Igbo meetings with they just have to, for some reason, So, when the Kaduna crisis became really fierce, then the Igbo began to re-strategize. The little that I know, I don't know this story so much, but the little that I know, and it looks like what was in vogue then was rich men having at least a pump action in their home. And the Igbos, unanimously agreed to at least whoever can purchase should, not a problem. Then, I know that one of the Ejimbes had some boys that were really on the streets, and a couple of them were known to be not so clean. I wouldn't call them thieves because it may be allegedly, but not so clean. So that particular Ejimbe had some undertone of, acquisition of lugers. And for some, I don't know, one thing led to another. And one morning we all came out and we were hearing that that's one of the Ejimbes. Now, not the one who we know as the bad nigger, but the real Ezendibo, as at the time, as the Igbos unanimously agreed to at least own a pump action for a rich man, should at least protect himself by owning a pump action. So I think they made orders for these pump actions to be sold and licensed. Then the person who was selling guns in Jos then was we call his senior brother Togo. He was one of the biggest dealers of Nasco biscuits, Nasco wafers, biscuits, banana, vanilla flavors. In fact, Nasco cornflakes. The guy he's late now. The guy was the person whom I know had the license to sell guns in Jos. It's not because we're speaking English, like I will always say, I was born and raised in the ghetto. So, real ghetto. Obrokwa boti ghetto. Rapuchana ine majebo, if you know what I mean. Then, that underground was busted, and there was a serious discovery of the entire lugers that entered for people to own. And that was how that Ejimbe entered in for that particular case. It wasn't a small case, guys. So that didn't get out of my mind very easily. I don't know the other part of the story. I was so tiny, but when my parents were talking about it, They were thinking I was still a child, but they never knew I could grab what I am saying now. So what am I trying to say in essence? There are people, naturally, whose nature they've decided and taken decision to be informants for the police, for the army, for the navy, for the civil defense, for everyone who is a security operative. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, no. But I'm saying that for you to be an informant, I have a problem with being an informant for some security agencies. They lose guard. They go as far as letting the real person know whom instigated their arrest. If you know what I mean. Sometimes, in trying to be nice and overzealous, some guys in the security apparatus tell the people whom have been arrested who told them about their ordeals and how they got to know about their ordeals and how they started tracing and tracking them down and how it is this person who told them about his rackets and the rest of it. I don't know why they do that sometimes. I don't know if they are doing that to pacify the person who has been arrested and brought to book for the right reasons. And I don't know if they are telling the person whom they've arrested, who made them to be arrested, for that person to begin to clap for the person who made the police come or army come or whatever security outfits come, NDLEA come to arrest him or her. I know that the oath of secrecy of every security apparatus is shielding your parrots. Yes, shielding your parrots. If you lose guard to the point of selling out your parrots, I don't know how you intend to make anyone speak when they can actually speak. Yeah, you people will say if you see something, say something. How can one say something when one's life is not even safe after saying something? Because you all will in turn go to tell the person who told you what and put the person's life in danger. And you never can tell what that person is up to. You know, some people are very silent people whom feels that revenge is better served when cold. And they will keep quiet on those their parrots, those people that they know now mahimi, until everything lies low. Then they take you just cleanly. Nobody will know what killed you. They will just hear that he was shot or he ate poison and died. You never can tell how and whom did that to the person. So, apart from the security apparatus, I'm going to bring it in real life events. Some of our brothers and sisters who live abroad, who are into shady deals, get people, do not even know how the security outfits know about their ordeals, about their rackets. Do you know sometimes it's even the people that they are living inside the same house with that tells the police every of their movement from start to finish. I know a lot of you will attest to this if you're following. Some people whom you live with are the people who are yondo swimi 100%. But sometimes you don't even discover these people until when things have gone really bad. And even when they are telling you around you, even when they are telling you you need to be careful with the people around you, the persons around you, you may be looking up like this instead of looking down, because you never believe that it is the friend in your home or the friend that you're feeding or the friend that you grew up together or the friend that you're dashing things and dashing clothes and dashing money to, that is the real Oswimi that you're suffering from. So really, guys, everybody needs to be really careful with the people that they think that they are cooperating with, to be sure that they know them really well. And let me tell you the truth. The swiftest thing in this life is human being. And when if it's only a human being that can change more than anything that you can ever think of. So you don't even need to carry all your spirit, soul, and body and put on a man for safety. And you're thinking that you're safe. I'm telling you, you're lying. Your Osuimi has to be inside. The person Namagimi has to be inside. They are not outside. It's okay no jelowa nke no na ama na azu de nangoga. There is no how that okay no na ilo will know that there is azu inside the nangoga in any house. So let's stop looking up like in Sokoto. Let's begin to look down inside our Sokoto. When things miss in your home, there is no other person who will steal that thing that is missing from your home except the people living in that home. For instance, your nanny. For instance, your gate man. For instance, your chef. For instance, the people you're training that are living in the same house with you. It's not me, Oziome Ejiofor, that will walk into the next house over there to know where their gold is, or to know where their expensive shoes are, or to know where their expensive jewelries are kept, or to know where their clothes are, or to pick a particular document and is missing and everybody is seeking and looking for it. It is not anybody outside. So guys, Anya-san, people need to start looking inward to know where their source of problems are coming from. Parrots need to be guarded on the people they talk to be sure that they are very safe before they render any rendition that will discomfort another person. We're not saying keep quiet when you see something going wrong. That's not the issue. But I'm saying that some people have taken it upon themselves to work only as an informant. Remember, informants really die early because the way I would take it is not the way the next person would take it. The next person may take a decision, whatever it is that will cost me to know who did this thing to me. Let it cost me. I must know who did it. They go spiritually, physically, mentally, socially, everyhow to know who did them what. And they must discover the person. They must find out that person. Who did that? Who said that? Who made the police come for them? Who made the army come for them? Who made the NDLEA come for them? They must discover who did that. So not everybody will keep calm when somebody swaggy me. You say, oh, that's okay. I will overcome. You will overcome. You will then overcome. He will do another one. You will then overcome. She will do another one. A couple of people are dating girls. Now mahimi on a steady. Yeah. A couple of people are dating girls who are their source of problems, who are their real problems. You're dating a girl, you're not an abuya nobi, or not on if boy seganya, not sequago to Wabu. And you're thinking you're safe in her arms. May you never go and wine and dine with your enemy. I think that is the biggest problem in this life. Don't you ever pray to ever wine and dine with onye pologase. You must know okemanu riobo. You must know anyere nerene nankaroraro. You must be guarded. You must be at alert all of the time. If I say a word in this house and I peradventure hear it anywhere, like in the village when we travel to the village, or with my friends when I talk to my friends and they mistakenly delve to that statement that I made in my home, everybody in this house will have me to contend with. I am not looking outside because I know what I said. I didn't say it anywhere outside. I said it in this house. And it's an Igbo adage. Anything you say in your home cannot charge you to anywhere. That's an Igbo adage. Hapuchan and the police and our child on a big make work. Okunye kurubie and a hayway. That's an Igbo adage, right? So, ndo suimi, jisikwa ni ike, ne su ni imi, right? But when you're suimi, maronyi ne suimi, maru mo onyo biapo. If the person is really an onyo biapo, then you need to be guarded and guided. Because the person is going to come back for you squarely. You're not going free, scot-free, no. You're going to go in for it in hook or in crook, by hook or by crook. Because, you know, some people think that they've got the monopoly of madness. Nobody has the monopoly of madness. As a matter of fact, where your madness ends is actually where another person's madness starts. A lot of people who know swim me and mind me do not even know that they are not free themselves. Yeah, that they are not free themselves. There are people you will deal with. They will say, oh, is it me? You did this too? Okay, watch it. Let's roll. Let's roll. And you people will begin to roll. Isue, usue, isue, usue. You begin to do that until one person goes down. One person goes down. Big time. Do you understand? This is also in respect of those who produce medicines, who change the dates of medicines or medication. Abonya drug in where you can by Ijenga 2 days. As our Nigerian sister Rachel in the UK bought Jerigo drugs and said she wanted to buy drugs. And then she went in for it. Rachari Ofuabane. Before she got home in the morning. Because she was saying she's gotten the drugs, medication. So some people who sell medicines, medicines in that or Onitsha area, of course you know that the two-story building that was discovered, it's a human being who told the enforcement agencies that something like that is happening there. And they did us a great deal by doing that. You see, those are the positive sides of exposition. But there are people who do the negative side of cajoling people and their businesses, especially when a new good is in the market and they feel that this good has come to stay and may probably overshadow theirs. They go to cook up a story so that your own looks really bad. And they will tell you, Indomine mad. You begin to wonder how. And they will tell you, always in Ebunye HIV. And you're beginning to think. You know, you won't even think at first. Rather, you will stop using always sanitary first. And that's a bad business for the owners of that sanitary. So, in our mind, because some people will just cut off your nose as you swim. And you will be shocked how your end will be. There is nobody that has ever died a very good death. You must die in the most miserable way ever. Nobody ever dies a correct death. You will die in the most ridiculous way. You know why? Because and these things that you say do not even concern you in any way. They don't at all concern you in any way. At all. It's because of just sheer jealousy, sometimes hatred, sometimes wickedness of why it should be this person soaring so high than you. We were discussing and arguing something one day, and they were telling one of the ladies about what she does that is not appropriate, and really I felt it wasn't appropriate, and I told her a piece of my mind. And when it was a panel talking to her about how she just instigates and thinks about things and then professes it out even when they are all false, as she cannot defend it, she was seeking for my own voice note to be played, without remembering that if my own voice note was played in that particular place, that it was going to create a more riffle for her, because I spoke to her thoroughly about her character in that organization. That wasn't nice. And I was pinpointing one after another all that she's been doing that she think we do not know, but we do know. And she was instigating that mine should be played. When on you go and say no, well, Bible fichike, she was still looking for Ijide and Sete Tori. So that's also what I'm talking about. You must know whom you are dealing with. Not everybody is a gentleman. Since you've sworn in your life that you will never gain a living except you swim, you become informant for this, informant for that, informant for this, informant for that, both solicited, both non-solicited. A lot of people swim to the point of sending it to the governor. I don't know what you're doing that for. Telling the governor who said what, how the person said it, when the person said it, the people that were there when the person said it. I don't know if you're telling the governor that so that you would be the person who will be the nice person when it comes to service delivery. The governor is a human being. He's also scared of you because the things you say to him, he will never be comfortable to speak when you are around because you're also going to carry all those things and go and tell it to his enemies. Peradventure. So Nduna Amaimi should be guarded that the same way, the same stroke, so they are going to use it for you in large sum so that you will understand that life is for everybody. Is the truth. So Osuimi will definitely die and die the most miserable death. And those who say lies about people just to be sure that they are the ones who are looking good and okay and accepted. You can only be accepted for a couple of minutes and seconds. Once you pull up, they will swag me. Because when Shiwa comes, they will say, go and ask you, the person. Go and ask him, he will know. Go and ask her, she would know. So people are also apprehensive when they see you around. When they are talking and you're passing, everybody keeps quiet until you finish passing. Or they Holy Ghost agafel. They don't know. But you people need to really bring this to their knowledge by sharing so that they will understand that what they are doing to you, that you know it, but you are silent for some reason because you want to give just good radiance to bad rubbish. You know what they are doing to you, but you've been silent because you do not want to give them the attention that they are requiring you to give. On a main of various organizations, some people are seen as bigger than the other or smaller than the other. And then some people are the moles who go to discuss various workers to the bosses and directors and managers. I don't know why they do that. I don't know really why they do that. If they sack the person, you're not going to answer the person's name. You're not going to take the salary of the person. You're not going to take the position of the person. So I wonder why you think that going to talk PPP when people are just in their house and relaxing. Some are monitoring spirits, monitoring DPs, status, a Facebook feed, what you share on social media, where you are at interval, your dress and what you're looking like. They just lift it like that and send it to the manager, lift it like that to the GM, lift it like that to the senior colleague, so that they will have something to talk about. Excuse me. Excuse me. Moles, shiwa. How much are you paid? Yes, they will give you crumbs. You're only going to be feeding on crumbs under each table because shiwa. Nobody will take you seriously. And when people are saying serious things when you come in, they would keep silent because they know you're the mole. And then you in front of them, crazily, you're going to laugh with them, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and behave like everything is all right. But in the real inner you know you're a mole, and they equally know you're the mole. Crazily. And you're thinking you're deceiving and cheating the world by taking what you think from their DPs, from what they've written, and then going to give it to the general manager or whoever that you care to give it to. And then Abiazie, in a general meeting, they leave the jurisdiction of what we're supposed to be talking about and begin to talk about individual posts on maybe Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, WhatsApp. Men, organizations should even put a check to this. Like, put a check to this. People should stop interfering in other people's individual lives. Restrict yourself to the organogram of that organization. If the person is not delivering the services that the person was employed to deliver, that's when you have a problem with your worker. But when the person is 100% delivering, what's your business with the person's Instagram, Facebook, handle, social media, WhatsApp, and the rest of it? You don't have business with that. So, guys, a lot of people have been fired because of what they posted on their wall, personal wall, not the organization's wall. A lot of people have been fired because of what they said. A lot of people have been fired because of what they assimilated and put down. Then one person somewhere thinks you're talking to him or her. The person just quickly thinks, she's talking about me. I'll give her a query. And query just flies in. When you just do one small thing, they just issue you a query. And you will not even know that you've been on the inside the black book, and they're just waiting for anything to trigger it. And once there is a trigger, they begin to dish it out. And before you know, your matter don't reach Abuja. And before you know, and you've begin your answering query, your file just with query. Just for very nasty, flimsy idiots who will not keep his or her mouth shut and let you be. Eburun Sobuye, carry my matter for head as gala. I go ask you how market. So guys, ndo sweep me. Pete. You hear me? Pete. Get the kind people where una go swim me na free. When do you get swim me? The person would wait for you outside the gate. Kurikog. If you know what I mean. Like, we go tear clothes, we go tear banyaboto. Kurikog big time. I'm saying this not for me, I have a tough skin for mediocres. I'm saying this because a lot of people have been going through bullshit and they don't even know how to even express it. They don't even know whom to share this with because everybody is a suspect. They don't even know whom to talk to in their offices because they don't even know who loves them truly and genuinely or not. I can all know Pim Zebeha. Day your day. Make them day their day. Since their job is just to lift people's words. Do you know that it has gotten to the point that when you're talking, the motherfucker is there recording what you're saying so that he goes to play it for the manager, general manager, or whoever that is in charge, or whomever that the person was talking about. Maybe on a lighter note. Maybe the person that was talking about it did not even mean it in the light to which the person is going to carry and share to the person. Maybe it was just in context of what was happening at that given time. The person goes to lift it and say, this is what this person said about you, and plays the voice notes for the person. You know, I was saying that one of my sisters had issues with her sister. For some reason, she didn't want the girl to get married. And eventually, when her younger sister got married, she wasn't happy about the marriage. And she threatened some brimstone as if she was going to do anything. One woman, whom the two sisters know, was recording one of the big sister and went to play the voice record to the younger girl. And this created a serious riffle in my town till today. They don't talk. What was her gain? It is a Abi. She succeeded. How markets? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm just, anything I say with this my mouth is very close to me. I don't say instances that are very far, because in my short life I've seen quite a couple of things. So guys, some will record you even while you're making just gesticulation and expressing yourself on a lighter note. they will take it so seriously and go and play the record for the person you people are talking about. Some will not even tell what you've said, exactly how you said it. Some will go and add salt, pepper, no senamagi, so that the thing will so be sweet. Before ina bagambara asiri, inu bora nantege gabai, ina yozibiko, apogumbaga asiri. On something that you didn't think was anything, really, but okogoko achicha. So, my brothers and sisters, if you're listening to me from anywhere, ndo shiwa, anyasa, ndo swimi, you will just kill yourself by yourself. Then ndu nekukwa noku and know that they've got moles around them. Akanono pim kudebe. Yes. Share. Spread the message. Like, follow the page, and I'll be glad. Kachineke mezioku. Have a good night rest, guys. My name is Ozie Ejiofor. Peace out.